it's already been said. So that way we can get out of here before midnight. So go right ahead.
I'm Frank Abbott. I live on 34067 North Spruce Avenue. That's at the intersection of Spruce and Fifth. I drive a truck. I deliver and stage construction materials to pretty much most of the developments within the past few years. A large percentage of those deliveries were down one-entry neighborhoods. The highway district stipulation that for be a second access to Lakestone Estate is for emergency vehicles. That's not the case in a good amount of these developments. It's not needed. We don't want it. If there is an emergency, if a second access is required for Lakestone Estates, coming off a perimeter road would be the most expedient. Change of topic here. In July, first week in July, all the residents on 5th Street pull out orange road cones or some sort of barricade, prevent people parking their boat trailers on their front lawns. This extends all the way up to Fur Avenue. I set the cones out a little later because there's a young girl right across the street who's learning how to ride her bike. This was the road cone where she rides at a week after baby days. As you can see, it wasn't just knocked over, it was full-on tread over the cone. Thankfully, that wasn't the little girl. Last year, we're grateful that it wasn't her, and that it was just the orange cone that we were pulling out from the back axle of the silver minivan. Yes, Bayview is a destination place. As such, people like to explore the neighborhoods. They come cruising through, checking the place out. 5th and Spruce is a major turnaround for people who realize they're in a small rural neighborhood. If they don't turn around there, they go up to Fur and loop back on Schaefer Street. Watch the girl in a club camper sitting at the intersection of Corbin and 5th Street, trying to figure out where she wanted to go. We're often getting requests of where the campgrounds are.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, Glenn Sather, in favor, may wish to speak.
Good evening, Chair Duncan and Commissioners. I'm Glenn Sather, 3755 East Tobler Road in Hayden, Idaho. So I am here as an advocate for the development on topic for tonight. And I don't pretend to have any insight into all of the proceedings that led up to this hearing tonight, other than what I've heard secondhand. But the observation that I wanted to make, I wanted to draw a parallel to your first topic of the night, which was having to do with code enforcement. And if you just indulge me just for a moment, and then I'd like to make a connection to the topic on hand tonight. It seems like the code enforcement issue at the county level had a tremendous amount of passionate debate tonight, and people have strong feelings on both sides of the issue. And there's a considerable amount of angst directed at you and at the code, let's say, for lack of enforcement. And understandably so, because when there's lack of enforcement of a particular code or particular rule of law, people get frustrated. And then as gatekeepers of the playbook, you as commissioners would have the discretion to change the playbook so that you can enforce or encourage that enforcement even further than what it already is. So the parallel, it seems to me, is applicable to this discussion tonight in as much as there's a set of rules already on the books that the applicant presumably has met, and he has dotted the I's, crossed the T's, presumably, and has brought this issue before you tonight. And there's opposition, of course, but the point that I'd like to make is that if someone is playing by the rules, bringing an issue to you, and they've dotted their I's, crossed their T's, if that person is not allowed to execute, then the rule of law is being trampled just the same. So it seems to me that the applicant, and especially tonight with the Lakes discussion on the highway district, if these issues have been met, it seems fair that you would simply approve it if all of the checks, the boxes have been checked. So, thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, Larry and Teresa, is it Dubé?